Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. It's your girl Jocelyn. While you at it, please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification so you can be notified when I make new videos. I wanted to make this video to share my childhood of how I was raised inside of a Christian family in the 1990s. First, I want to say I grew up in a very Christian family where we were taught a lot of discipline and had to carry a big amount of respect for each other. Although I'm not Christian, I am very spiritual. There was never a time growing up where my family publicly or privately disrespected each other in the family. We all carried a great respect where my first cousins felt like my brothers and sisters. But because of those Christian beliefs and those Christian structures that was taught to have self-respect and respect for others, brought a lot of value into our life as a 90s child, especially coming from the root of our family, my grandmother. My grandmother was definitely the root of the family, and that's where we spent a lot of holidays at, such as Thanksgiving and Christmas, where all the adults sat at the big table while the children sat at the little table, but we all stood up together, holding hands before every meal while saying a prayer. And while my grandma, would be right at the foot of the table, being the queen that she is on her throne. And she always sat at the foot of the table because she was the root of the family. And every time me, my cousins, brothers, whoever go up there to visit her, she will open up the door with open arms, sit us at the table with a fresh bowl of greens, while we sit in 90-degree weather in a hot living room watching MASH and Murder, She Wrote, things that we would not watch at home, but we loved watching it with our grandmother. It was something about being around her that made us feel like we were just complete as children. And the fact that she never referred to us as kids, she always referred to us as children, which brought us a better respect for ourselves. I also admire her for calling us children and being just so patient with us and just so calm with us, because that right there brought us just, just a loving feeling to our soul, and it brought us even more respect to ourselves from the tone that she carried to us. My grandma would always take my brothers to my uncle's house to help him build his home, to, just give them that discipline that they needed to be grounded as young men. And she would also, for our cousin who had moved to another city, would take us to his football games to support him as well, which was some of the best football games that we had in the 90s. And on top of it, she just would take us everywhere she went and had no problem with it, because she enjoyed being a grandmother. And because, she taught us all so much growing up as a child and just being a mother of 10 children, which, I'm a mother of 6 children, so I carry a lot of her characteristics within myself. So I salute my grandmother because she definitely brought all that love and support that we had in our family. She was very interactive with us. We had a lot of family outings, such as going to, Americana, which was one of our biggest amusement parks back in the 90s, where we would zip line, go on a water log, run around, play with our parents, and, my aunts, uncles, and grandmother grill out, bring big sides of food, and we just camp out all day and play, feed the fish, whatever we do, until it was time to leave. We also had family, functions at her home where my aunts would make the homemade vanilla ice cream. We'd sit in the back, watch projections of just movies, or have family pictures or throwbacks where we laugh at their baby pictures, just bringing a lot of memories. that brought a lot of joy to our hearts as children, while our aunts and uncles, they share their stories of how they were as children and the things that they did. And, we just kicked back in the backyard and enjoyed those memories. But the most fun nights is when we would go skating at the Fun Factory. My mom's twin throwing a pair of skates. She's showing all her moves all over the dance floor. Meanwhile, my mother was not going to put on a pair of skates with my grandma. And they would just be sitting on the side, smiling and just enjoying her take on a show. And although we went to church 4 days a week and church on every Sunday, there was never a time that we weren't happy as a child. And, they were kind of real strict too, which I think helped us out a lot as a child and kept us with that discipline that we needed, especially when our aunts were like a second mother and our uncles were like second fathers, where we really didn't even need fathers around because they filled the void in our hearts for the absent fathers that were not just around at the time. And although we thought we were rich living in poverty because not what our parents had only provided for us, but from the love that they shared with us and the involvement that they had with us gave us all the security that we needed as a child to remain happy and to grow. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I will be posting soon. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification to tune in when your girls post their videos. And until then, I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving.